We ready? Oh, we were waiting on one other lady. All right. So you guys ready? Awesome. Okay, guys, let's get ready to beat our face. Yes, we were going to beat our faces to pieces. All right. So the first thing we want to start off with is prepping and priming and getting the face ready for makeup. As you can see in the handout, you have a handout there that gives us the step. You didn't get one. You just ever need to know. Make sure you get some of the handouts there as now. And relax, we need to get you a handout on the steps. So after today, you can refer to those notes just as a reminder of how to approach the face and what to do first next. Because I think that's one of the things women struggle with. They don't know where to start. They don't know where to start. And so those notes will help you, remind you of what's first, what's second, what's third, what's fourth, and so forth and so on. And then to remember too, like, you have to be open. I know women sometimes we can become very rigid and by the book, but you have to have an open mind. One thing I want you to remember about makeup is that it's all makeup, and so it means that it can be applied anywhere onto the face. You can use lipstick as an eyeshadow base. You can use your brow pencil to outline your lips. You can use blush as eyeshadow. You can use eyeshadow to create a matte lipstick. You can use your foundation as a concealer to clean up so it's all makeup. It's all made to be put onto the face. So if something pops in your head, like, I wonder if I should, you probably could. All right. I've used eyeshadow as highlighter, like gold on eyeshadow as highlighter. So don't be afraid to experiment and just go on this adventure with your makeup. Because you'll be surprised to know the results. Like, I've done some things and people will be like, oh, what did you use? What did you do? And you'll be like, oh my goodness, I never thought it would get as much attention or positive response as it did. All right. So that's the first thing I want you to remember. To have fun with your makeup. Don't be afraid to experiment with the products. Don't be afraid to experiment with color. Stop getting into a routine. Which is fine. Like, I have a lot of professional women that come to me and they have a staple look. They are not veering away from the outline around the lip or a red lipstick or a certain eyeshadows on the lid, which is fine sometimes. All right, but there are some times when you can switch it up a little bit. You're going out, put on a hot pink lipstick, see how that works. I see how you feel. And I find like different types of makeup make you feel like different kind of way. And so makeup is supposed to be fun, and it's also your personal expression. I do not like to hear people. I do not like it when people tell people, like, you shouldn't wear your makeup like that, or you should wear your makeup like this. It's really all about how you are more comfortable with wearing your makeup. All right. If you're a minimalist and you're not into the concealer and the foundation, you just want to do a powder with a highlighter and a clear gloss and a liquid liner, that is okay. That is fine. All right. Don't feel pressured to have to do all of that stuff, unless you want to go there, then fine. Women, we like to do that. We like to force our beliefs and our things on other people. All right. So it's an open expression. It's your expression. All right. And like our today's motivation, let's read with me. Everyone, let's read it together. Anything worth doing is worth doing badly until you do it right. Do we agree with that? Yes. Right. Even though we don't want to go out with our makeup looking a hot mess, but hey, at least we're trying. All right. And so you try it at home. And I want to say too that makeup and getting to that perfection, that look that you want, it comes with time and progress. All right. And practice. So we can't walk out here today and say, oh, Italia is supposed to show me how to do makeup and beat my face and I like how my makeup look. This is me doing makeup like after like a million years and a million faces. All right. And even though those YouTubers you see on Instagram, they may be young, but trust me, they put on their makeup every day, sometimes twice a day. They get up in the morning to do their makeup, to go out. They come out in the night, they wash their bathing, and they're putting on their makeup again. So you're talking about people who are doing makeup constantly and like every day. So if you're resorting to once a Sunday or when you're going to go on a special date or occasion, come on. You're going to frustrate yourself because you're going to have these hit and misses and then you're frustrated and you're not going to get the brow right and that kind of stuff. So my thing is you have to practice. Especially after the session today. Make it a point tomorrow to do something, if only your eyebrows. All right, do something for the rest of the week and moving forward. You have to make it a practice. All right, so let's get started. And the first thing I want you to remember is beautiful makeup begins with beautiful skin. So you have to take care of your skin. You have to invest in your skin. And you have to use products to make sure that your skin is nice and to help it be clear and smooth and all that good stuff. All right. Honestly, I don't have a rigid skincare program, but I do use like a fade cream. A fade cream that we sell here that my a business associate makes. All right. Now she doesn't put any like what do they call it? Not antibiotics, because they used to do that, right? They put like antibiotics in the fade cream, and they put like I don't know about bleach, but they put antibiotics and they put other strong stuff in it to make the skin like bleach really fast, and that's not good. All right, so it's what the young lady that makes this the batch that I use. It's all creams that already exist, and she just has her special mix. And I use it on my face. I'm not trying to be white or light. That's not my objective. My objective for me is, one, I find it helps with my acne. And two, it helps with fading and getting rid of marks and discolorations that I do have on my skin. All right? So I still have some 1 or 2 spots. And trust me, this could get really bad when it's ready because I have very oily skin. And I'm prone to acne and breakouts. So you need to know your skin type. And this is also how we shop our foundation and our powders, all right? And as somebody pointed out, they said, oh, the sticks from Black Opal are very oily. It is, and that's not a bad thing. I know people shop with Black Opal, and Black Opal has gotten a bad name because the way they have it prepackaged and a lot of places that used to carry it, they weren't trained in the use of the product and did not recommend the product the way they should be recommended, because we do have people with very, very dry skin, and so if you're dry skin, you don't want to put a product that takes out oil of your skin because it's going to make the situation worse. So we have oily products for those people with dry skin to add moisture to their skin. So we have people buying the sticks from Black Opal because they had oily skin, and so they looked even more oily. All right, so they're buying the wrong products in the first place. All right. And then you have those people with the oily skin, and they're still buying the sticks, and you're trying, like I said, just not buying the right product. So they do have a very matte formula that you can use, or an oil-free formula or water-based formula that those people with oily skin should buy. And so when you're shopping for makeup, usually it depends on your skin type. You think you have oily skin, then oily skin, if you have oily skin, I would recommend their matte formula, which is either the pore perfecting Bonita that comes in the pump, and then the blue packaging, right, is also, I think, oil free, oil control. So that's what you need to be purchasing and using if you have oily skin. Now, granted too, once you know how a product works, you can just be prepared. For example, if you do use the oily product, right? Now, the thing with that is they do give more coverage. Sticks give much more coverage, and you may want that full coverage. But just know that with that full coverage you may have to do a little more maintenance in terms of oil production. All right, so you have to pad it up a little more. All right, and then I just want you to get out of that laziness, man. They want makeup to just put on your face and you don't have to touch. Come on, man. Makeup don't work that way because your skin is breathing and moving and you're exposed to elements. All right, and so it is going to impact your face. Okay, so you have oily skin like I do. I use certain products to help minimize that oil production, but I know that in another 2-3 hours, maybe I'm gonna have to do a touch up on my face. All right, if I don't use my prepping products, I may have to do it earlier. All right, and that's another thing. Understand that these products that help with minimizing oil, they help us to minimize it and manage it, not stop oil production. That's not what makeup does. There's no makeup, I don't care what nobody says, there's no makeup on the earth and the planet that stops oil production. Only one way you can do that is if you die. Right, if you die and your skin ain't breathing and moving anymore. All right, because our skin is porous. All right. So anyways, I could go on and on and on. I just stopped talking about makeup. All right, but we're gonna get that. Y'all get me for all of that. So first thing I do is I clean my face using my facial wipes, and we're gonna work together, please. If you have the products, if you have the tools, if you have the products, please go ahead. If you do not have it, fine, just skip it. Make a note that maybe there's something I need to get for next time. All right. So first thing I do is I like to clean my face. All right, and see that. And I know I bathed this morning, man. And so this is what I'm discovering about makeup. I'm discovering that, remember I told you the skin is porous, all right? And so what happens is when we put makeup on, what we're doing is we're packing the skin and packing those holes with makeup. So when you do a wash, you wash, and you be like, oh my goodness, face is nice, it looks nice and clean. Then you get a wipe or a buff, and then you do a light buff, or you find that there's more makeup coming out. But what's happening is now that makeup is coming out of the pore. All right, so you have makeup on the top of the skin, and you also have makeup going into the pores. And so you do want to shop for makeup that is what they call, I'm not sure if I'm calling it right, non-comedogenic, I think. Means something like that. Means it does not clog pores. All right, foundations like MAC, foundations like Kat Von D. Yes, and that's what. But you like it because it gives a nice smooth finish. You see, when it clogs the pore, it smooths out the skin. You see.
That's how I feel when I go on MAC, and then I think it breaks out your skin.
A lot of people have had a reaction to it, and it has to do with you have to clean your skin properly, man. With this makeup, you have to clean your skin properly. All right. If you have dry skin, some of the conditions or characteristics of people with dry skin, after you wash your face, you may find that your face is itchy, gets really, really tight minutes after washing it, and it stays kind of tight and dry, flaky, patchy. That's with dry skin. If you have oily skin, you'll find that minutes after you begin to get oily. You wake up with oil on your face. All right, you're prone to acne. Your pores are large. You can see them. My pores are very large. All right. People with dry skin, on the other hand,